Oh, Jesus. Scared the crap out of me. Okay, so this is the character I was on call. Another one's close by. Not far away from where I think that they might be. I don't know. I heard a lot of activity last night, but I was on a different character. I'm trying to keep that character for something else. This character's just as geared. What's this character got? Oh, KM, yeah. This character's way just as geared. She's just not suppressed, which is a problem. And then I've got VS89. So we're gonna keep trying to go high. Maybe get to a position where we can overlook the summer camp, because I've got a funny feeling that's where they're going to be. So if we go from that, we'll see what happens. Quite interested. Oh, turn that off. Make sure I'm not talking. Usually I'm at a party and I don't worry about that, but unfortunately I'm all by myself today. I just thought I'd stream for a little bit. Try this out. This is the first time I've been able to work it out. It's been kind of annoying. If we can find a shed, there's a couple of sheds. At least I've got a rangefinder on this one. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything down there. Not really going to be anyone running about too much in this rain, I don't think. So we'll try and find like a little shed to sit in. Just a minute while this rain calms down a little bit. We're going to try and keep this high ground. God, I can barely see a thing. Do I have NVGs? No. Sorry about not having NVGs. Maybe I can't. Sorry, 1 second. Nah, go get scissors, Bubby. Sorry, my daughter's asking me to open a lollipop. That's never a thing that I can do well. We'll maybe take a multi. I've got 7 on me. Can you put the multis in my hand, please? Jeez. Again, we're just sticking to this high ground. They've been like, Cough's seen them a couple of times up at the summer camp. So that's kind of my goal, to get this side of the summer camp, get up high enough, see if I can see them. And then we shall see. So the only reason I know that they're definitely dupers is because they always have the same loot on them. So we killed like 3 players and they all have the same loot. Which is, are you ready for this? On Cherno official, they have an AUG-X with 360 round mags, a DMR with 5 20 round mags, and also the DMR's got a what do you call it on it? Gun wrap. It's just too odd to not be true, you know. Why would they keep having the same really high tier loot on them. I mean, it's hard enough to get one 60 round mag. Can you imagine 3? But this, oh, it's a suppressed AUG though. So that means that there's people apparently running about on the server that have done the gas more than once to get the suppressor and the AUG. And then they found 3 60 round mags. It's just too much. I think I could have played and never found most of that. Maybe, I mean I could, but really, really rare. I mean, Cop found someone else on the server that had like a cooking pot full of candy canes. Oh, like nowhere near Christmas. Why would you still have candy canes, you know? Yeah, it's just a bit weird. I don't know. Yeah, I should be close by now. Maybe head down a little bit. So we kind of see what we're looking for. It's just annoying that it's really raining. Really annoying that it's really raining. We'll see how we go. I think where I am. I don't think I'm there yet. Definitely don't think I've passed it. I've got GPS worst case scenario. It's because if I was going to the summer camp, I would never go this way. This is not my normal route. But I want to stay high because I've got a funny feeling they're going to be like they're going to be sitting there waiting to snipe it from the other side, and I'm hoping maybe I can catch them out. I think I've got a rangefinder. I don't know. And we'll stop in this tree a second. I'll just have a quick look at what this character has, and then stand here. I think I've got no rangefinder. Oh. And my human rangefinder's not here, so I'm also going to be like really flat. This probably wasn't the best day to do this. I'm so tired. I never got any sleep last night. I'm not even feeling great. Just a barrage of me complaining, sorry. But yeah, I love Dayz. I haven't actually at the edge of the map. I don't want to be at the edge of the map. So there's the river. Follow that for a minute. Because I've not went the way I normally go. Is that down there? Oh yeah. Okay. Ugh. Is that real? Maybe I'll just quickly GPS. Sorry, I'm usually better. I'm just, yeah, probably just too tired. That's what it is. I'll get there. Right. 087. Okay. That's 5. Mosquito. Oh, I just need to go south. Alright. There we go. Okay. Sorry. I'm super sorry. So I stopped at the right bit. I just too north now. Oh no, I don't need to go south, I need to go east. Losing my mind. Can't even read a map. There we go. So tired I am. Doesn't quite look like it's gonna rain again, so I'll get into these woods and then I'll quickly dry myself off so we're not cold. And then we'll see if we can hear anything. You usually hear them. They're usually really, really loud. But just, oh, it's raining again. Never mind. We'll just keep going. Which, yeah, it's just wild. How you could be so loud. Is that base? No, it's just fences. Okay. Oh, I'm pretty out in the open here. I'm not loving that. Sorry, I'm being too quiet. Sorry. Right. Oh, wait a minute. I found a base yesterday, and it was built wrong. I don't know if that. No, it's not. It was built the wrong way around, so I took the door down, and then there was another door inside, and I was like, boo! Boo, I want to raid this base. You know? How good would that be on a... How good would that be on the stream? I never get to do stuff when I'm streaming. I'm usually like, just mucking about. Usually just try to come up with something to do and then being like, yeah, let's go do this, and yeah. But it always changes. Yeah, I'll just dry off my clothes. I love this game so much, but I can't stand the dupers. There's no skill. There's just no skill involved in any of that. You're not, what are you getting? I can't imagine what you'd be getting out of it. You try and spend your time looting up to get all your gear, and then you get people duping it. So what's their end goal? Because generally they're not very good PvPers either. So it's not like they're oh, I don't know how much this is gonna work. So I'm yawning away like mad. I must apologise. But we will move forward, I guess. Sunsets in the west. Oh great, so we just had like dark for rain, and now we're gonna get dark night. Awesome. Isn't that just excellent? Plus my head's killing me. We'll get there, Let's not dwell on it. Can I ring this out? Can. No. I thought for the longest time that I had a field jacket on. Until I actually looked at it, I was like, that's not a field jacket, why am I... Oh, shit, I scared myself there from one sneeze. Oh, I hate when I do that. It's so funny. Okay, Maltesers. Let's keep going. I've also got an M79, which is pretty sweet. So what happened the other day was me and Cop were running around the server and we just kept finding stashes. So I've got this drum mag KM, it's pretty sick. And then I already had the VSA9, so I don't know, because I have like alts for different things and different maps. So I'm playing Skal, I'm on this a certain character. I don't know, one of the characters I moved over came from Livonia, I know that. So that's interesting as well. So I stuck sneezing. You're sneezing scaring me, man. I'm still waiting on someone to like jump out on me. So the next thing is going to be 100% someone. What's here? They got a hunter jacket that doesn't look very good. So the hunting camp should just be down here. I've got a VSS to get zombies as well. There it is. I've not got the best view on that, but I can see. I need to find a good tree here. Can I find one? Right, maybe here? Now we can see the whole. Oh, that one. This one might be better because it kind of blocks my back as well. Okay. Oh, jeez, stop sneezing. So Sean keeps seeing them on these rocks. Here. Where's that? South. See if we're here anymore. That could be anything, so I don't really want to go looking for. Please stop sneezing, please. They're scaring me. Yeah, so they seem to favour like these rocks here. Wow, I've got so much stamina. Let's see, what else can we say? I also don't know how far away that is. Kinda say maybe 600 to 800 meters. On those, let's see. So also a horrible time of night. So we'll just sit here a minute, and if it gets dark, maybe I'll log for a little bit because it's not going to be fun sitting in the dark, and I don't have anything to make it any easier for anyone to see. I don't have NVGs. If I hear any more shooting from behind me, I'll go have a look at that. Could be a heli crash down there. There's a heli crash right there. I mean, I'm not set up to do this either, because like this is like, let's sit in a full ghillie suit, which I don't generally do. Let's turn my gun up. It's about 6. Let's try to see if there's anything in that bush. Check the other side of the water. Trees. I've got a fight with them over there as well. Plus, I'm not really a sniper, so that's not helping. I honestly thought I'd hear some of them either here or Moschino, you know, Moschino tents. Because those are like really popular areas over this side of the map, you know. We shall see. I remember the first time I ever kind of had the guts to go out and run with someone that didn't really trust to have my back. Not that there was anything wrong with them. I just was really afraid of being on my own, looking after my own self. Just general no confidence in me. Just general no confidence in my ability in the game. And I came to this summer camp. I can't remember where our base was. I came to this summer camp. Our base must have been up at Crona Castle, like not Crona Castle, Crona Town. It could have been that base. I'm trying to think of one that we would have had that was near here. I can't really think of any. And came down and I said to this guy, like, I think I've only ever played with him that once. I think he felt so bad. I said to him, like, I'm not really confident in PvP. I get really scared. I don't know what I'm doing. You need to watch my back. And I got here, I looked at the water, and I got shot. I just got shot straight away. It was so bad. And then, where were we? We were at Heli Crash. Roughly up there somewhere. Like, not physically right there or anything, but up that way. And I had a Lamaze. And this guy was shooting Cough with something with tracer rounds in it. I'd need to relook at the clip. The actual clip of that is on my YouTube. I put that on YouTube straight away. And so we're at the heli crash. Cough's running down to look at his loot, and all I see is this like Star Wars like laser beams just shooting past me, and I'm like, he's like, I'm dead, and I'm like, no. There was like one other person with us. Make sure everything else is dry. There's one other person with us, and I think they were still up at the heli crash. Pardon me, I'm really sorry. They were still up at the heli crash, and I was the only one that was in the vicinity of where Cough died, and I ran in, and I found him, and I shot him with my Lamaze, and I killed him, and I was just like, you could hear it in the video, like it's like, it's not my first kill, but it's like my first PvP situation where I'm kind of dependent on myself, and it was nerve-wracking. I can still remember the feeling, just being like, like panic, like I'm actually panicking because I didn't think I was going to win that. I generally didn't win them. Generally didn't win PvP fights. It's a total confidence thing, and I was talking to a streamer today, and I was saying to him, look, nah mate, you've got it, you can do it, you can do this, you just got to push yourself to do it. Like you just got to get those kills. It doesn't matter what gun you've got in your hand. You just got to do it. And you know, still I don't always win my fights, but the difference now is I don't worry about my gear. That would be my biggest tip. Like, don't worry about gear. Gear's something you can get back, and a lot of people's like, oh, but it takes forever, and it doesn't. You just got to know your loot strategies. Watch videos on loot strategies. I'll maybe do one. I'll do my loot run. I don't know how long we've got in the wipe. I wouldn't mind waiting for the wipe so I can do a couple of videos with the geared characters that I've got. And then, oh, swear I thought I'd just seen something. Oh, I've got no breath, man. Should really take my bag off. There we go. Right. I'm not a sniper, so that's also an issue. Cough is the sniper. I swear to God, I've seen something. Alright, we'll stay on edge. We'll stay here, just casually doing this. But yeah, my tips for playing Dayz, map retention is king. Don't try and do the whole map. Figure out a loot route and do that. and then you'll learn where everything in that loot route is, or build a base. 45 minutes till reset. Okay, how long have I been on the video? 26 minutes. Um, yeah, or build a base in a specific location, and then you're going to be coming back and forth from there, from spawn, all the spawn points, or you might suicide to get a better spawn. And then you've got, you're going to get used to that same level of repetition of going in the same way, the same area, and you'll learn, oh, I know that in here is where I can sometimes find this, or if I go left past this house, it's quicker to get to where I'm trying to get to, or there's a military tent there. I can go to that military tent, or the piece de resistance military truck convoys. Military truck convoys are going to get you all the gear you need. I took a streamer, a brand new streamer, who was on Twitch. I directed him to a truck convoy, and he'd only just really started playing the game. I don't think he had a lot of hours, but he had competent enough hours that he knew how to do the basics. Like, I wasn't having to like talk him through bandaging and stuff like that. I already knew that. I knew how to feed himself, I knew how to find food and stuff like that. You know, the little niche things that you learn as you go. He doesn't know, but I'm kind of slowly teaching him them as well. And then, yeah, I took him to a truck convoy. He's barely played the game, yeah? And he had KM, DMR, tactical backpack, total freshie. I don't even think he had plate yet. So no plate, and he's rocking a KM. I think it was only like a 30 round mag though, which is fine. That's fine. Who needs 75 bullets anyway, you know? By the time you get through that drum mag, it's either going to have ruined, or you're going to have either killed them or be dead. Those are your kind of two options on that one. I don't think it's kind of overkill. So foggy. So that would be my kind of tips on how to kind of make things easier for yourself. Do the same loot run, and do the same loot run all the time until you're like, I know this by the back of my hand. I think so. Say you're gonna do your loot run from Berenzino, and you want to try and get to Northwest Airfield. I don't generally go to Northwest Airfield, but you can make that what you're gonna do, and then you know that or you want to get Krasnodar Airfield. That's easy from Berenzino. Or you want to run from Berenzino to, there's one in Kamishovo, on the railway tracks, well, just on the road next to the railway tracks, and then there's one at the pier in Kamenka. I always get these two mixed up, and then there's also Kamensk. It's very difficult. And then there's one at a pond just north of the very southwest military, which you should go to. You can get plate there. I've heard Cam Can't Run say that you can get plate there, and that's a lie. I have found plate there. I just would like to say I have found plate there. I generally don't go there. The chances of finding plate there is very, very slim, I would say. I think I've found plate there once, maybe twice, but not really. I think your best bet to find plate is to go to Mosquito Tents, which is there. And then, so you can do this hunting camp, which is really good for like gun cleaning kits and clothing. Could maybe find a tundra here. Definitely a blaze. I wouldn't really expect to come here and find like guns or anything, but you will find gun cleaning kits, which are essential. And you will find clothing, which you need. You need to get your clothing up. That's one of the things you gotta do. Where am I? I can't actually see. There we go. I don't want to not be in my bush. Right. And then you've got plate. If you've hit a truck convoy, which out of the 4 of those, if you do that loot run, Out of the 4 of those, you will find one. Now, are you going to come away with the KM and the DMR? Probably not. I went to one the other day. What did I find? M16, an SK, and something else. But I already had the VS89 on me, and I had a K74, so I didn't want the M16 because then me and Koff would be sharing rounds, and we don't like to do that. So one of us usually has a different gun, unless I have a crossbow and I have a Lamaze in my bag, which I sometimes run as well. And then I don't mind running that because it's not so bad. But you can find Lamazes there, baby Augs, KMs, DMRs, you can find night vision. Didn't find any night vision, obviously. So that's how I get gear. I need to drink some water. Do I have water in my canteen? I don't even have my canteen. It's odd. Usually I've got that in my hot bar. So we'll sit here for a little bit. I'll probably only stream for an hour-ish. I'm just, yeah, exhausted. I'm going to go put dinner on and then possibly go to bed. Let's see how we go. Let's see how we go. But yeah, I tried to do this last night on Twitch and I didn't get here. And then I thought, no, I'm going to leave that character for Twitch. So that character can do Twitch streaming and this one can maybe be on the YouTube. And then that way, I'm doing this exact same type of video right now, but it's different characters. And then that way you're not going to feel like you're losing out on... Well, there's a truck down there. It's got no wheels. But that's a working truck right there. Interesting. I don't think I've seen that, and I've been down here... Oh, wrong thing. I've been down here a couple of times. This is generally where I would come, especially if I need gun cleaning kits and stuff. So, and then if I can't find anything that I am looking for here or Moschino, then I'll go try Cresta and then Tizzy. I generally don't like going to Northwest Airfield because you just have snipers. I say that as I'm sitting here. I like to hear like something. Because last night I was hearing everything. I was hearing grenades or IUDs. I'm not even 100% sure on that. And then I went running and I couldn't really figure out what it was. And that's the thing, like, that's the thing you don't really see as well. Like, you hear shots and you think, oh, that's it. I'm gonna get the upper hand. I know where they are. I'm gonna run right there, and I'm gonna get the upper hand on this. And then you get there and they're just nowhere to be found. What's that? That's just the tree. That's someone in there, is there? No. Time around. Jeez. Okay. Haven't done long. It's 6 o'clock. I need to go make dinner. Alright, well this character is set up, so hopefully the next time I join, which may be tomorrow, I'll join. This was kind of just to see how things go and have a look at it, and just kind of test out what engagement's like on YouTube for new people streaming. I'll try and clip some. I'll try and get some clips on there as well from other stuff. Yeah, but we'll come back to this. I won't maybe sit here. We'll maybe go chasing. We'll go high points. We'll go Tizzy, or we'll go northwest. We could do northwest. Right. Anyway, thank you very much if you do watch this. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.